Hello, Aquarius. This is an electricity ship. This is power to the people. These are the stories of the Anima Mundi, God, Goddess, Creator, Source, Guides. We're all part of this divinity, so thank you for your presence here and joining me as I channel these stories of the collective. This is a message for relationships, for Aquarius placements, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, Mars, Jupiter, South Node, North Node, Cusp, and Curious. Thank you for being here. Your presence makes my presence possible. So thank you so much for allowing me to read for you. I put prayers on my altar for all past, present, and future interactions with the channel for your highest good, your thriving, and your blessings. So thank you. I appreciate it so much. If you could take a moment to like, share, comment, subscribe, interactions with the channel in the description box below and going to the channel page, that's much appreciated. I've got social media. You can donate if you so choose, but you being here is the most important part, so thank you again for being here. Anything in this reading that doesn't toot your whistle, tickle your fancy, ring your bell, that's not the message for you. Spirit's not going to give you any messages that you don't feel empowered to work with. So if it doesn't work for you, leave it behind. It's either not for you or not for you at this time. Readings are not timed. They'll come to you when they come to you. So thanks for being here once again. For relationships, we'll be doing 4 categories. There's colleagues and network, acquaintances, your friends, your family and your children, including your inner child, and for romantic and intimate partnerships. So we'll choose 4 cards from each pile, from the Dreamscape Oracle by Matt Hughes and the Urban Crow Oracle by MJ Cullinan. For the yin side of the equation, feminine energy, we'll do the Edmund Dulac Tarot, and for the yang side, masculine energy, Gustave Doré Tarot. Of course, this is for all genders across the spectrum. Appreciate you being here, my loves. We did have a couple cards pop out. We've got a clarifying deck here, the Radiant Wilds Tarot from Nat Gersberger. We got one from there and one from here. So we'll look at those as we go forward. But I would like to start out, since this is my gratitude process, and I'm very glad for you being here. I'd like for us all to join together to bless this space and the time we have together by finding a point of gratitude. Whatever comes first, your heart, mind, body, soul, spirit, and intuition. You can bring it in with a breath. It can be a micro tenderness. It can be a macro tenderness. Every little bit of tenderness we're bringing in to build a kingdom of tenderness together. So for me, I appreciate that I didn't lose my temper when I stepped in dog poop. Deep breath. Thank you, Spirit. I really did want to lose my temper when I stepped in dog poop because I've talked to the dog owner before. And I live in a city, so, you know, if it was cow pasture, I'd know that I was stepping in poop. That was a possibility, but we can't control everything, even if we do have very strong air placements, Aquarius. Let's bear this in mind. So let's get into this reading remain with a sense of humor about poop. Let's start with the colleagues and network of Aquarians, please. Aquarius collective, colleagues, network, acquaintances for Aquarius. Aquarius acquaintances. Beautiful sounds with a Q, letter Q. Aquarius friends, please, my loves. Aquarius friends. Thank you. Ooh. Okay, I'm already feeling better because you are the sign of the collective, and I'm feeling your energy, realizing we all work together as a society. There's a lot of patience involved. Thank you for being you, Aquarius. So for Aquarius, family, children, inner child. Family relationships, please. Yeah, that's it. And then romantic and intimate partnerships. Ooh, that's popping right up. Ooh, spicy. Ooh, I love seeing the tiger anytime, my loves. Yes. Okay. And already from this, I'm getting, you know, their stealth and their power. So for colleagues and network for Aquarius, please. We'll get to that tiger energy later, but I'm very drawn in and it's showing its face. Yes. Colleagues, network. And for Aquarian friends. Thank you so much. Family, relationships, children, and inner child for Aquarius. And that one's coming out face up as well, so that's terrific. Ghosts, yeah, that'll happen a lot with family. And romantic partnerships, intimate. Whoa! So this card popped out and fell on the floor earlier as well. And that came out reversed. These with kind of a sideways motion, so I'm going to leave those sideways and we'll kind of read for both sides. But I did take that one reversed. My decks are upright, but reversals are honored. Try and kind of look at the light and shadow aspects of each card as we go along anyway, but excuse me. I've been fighting a little bit of a cold, so a little congested, but we'll make it through. We're always going through obstacles around here, right? For Aquarius, please. 3 cards for Aquarius. And I feel like this one is wanting to talk too, so let's do that. We've got ooh, cool, Queen of Cups. Awesome. Love to see that in a love reading. Sensitivity. Hanged One. And the Magician. Wow, 2 majors and a court card. And then, wow, another major. Temperance. Tremendous. Okay. Sagittarius. Cancer. Yes, Cancer. Aries. It's big energy here, big energy. And then let's go to the Yang side. Get a few cards from here, please. 3 cards, Spirit, for Aquarius Collective. You're trying to really get into your feelings and find a way that's really balanced to use all this power that you've got to go forward. A lot of power here. And you want to do it sensitively. You want to like really get in touch with your feelings about it. So that's coming out as well. And, well, who doesn't want to see the 2 of Cups in a relationship reading? We have the 10 of Swords. Might not want to see that, but Ace of Swords. So that's terrific. Completion, new beginning right away. And then the 8 of Swords. So a lot on your mind. A lot of thinking for you, Aquarius. You are an air sign. You're in your zone. The time I'm recording this, we're about a month away from your season as well. Your solar return. And the 10 of Wands. So another completion energy. Majors, court card, and then 2 10s. And this 8 of Swords is definitely like this kind of stagnant energy where you really want to be moving on. Since these came out face up, I'm going to put the face up ones on the board. Might as well grab that one too. 2 of Cups, Justice, Libra, And again, like I said, this Ace of Pentacles reversed. So, yeah, I mean, you're seeing it in thought, but not in physical form, not in action. You're feeling it. You're feeling it. You have a connection, an interpersonal connection that's deep and has a lot of potential. You're ready for it because you've got this Queen energy who honors all of her feelings. The Temperance is showing a lot of balance. Hangman, you're willing to look at things from different perspectives, but you do have this really intense power with this Tiger card and the Magician. And Justice, you're determined for things to be fair. You know, again, this is another air energy, Libra. You want the truth, you know, and the truth will set you free. Gosh, look at all these majors. Chariot, Cancer, another water energy here. Wow. Wow, wow, wow. Okay. So, two Cancer cards. That might be a significant placement in your chart or the chart of the feminine energy that's coming in here. This Libra energy, the end of the suit is, particularly if you're in the third decan of Aquarius, which would be at the end, like more towards the Pisces season energy. This is really significant. Putting things to an end. And then the third decan of Sagittarius. So anybody who's towards the end of Sagittarius season, which would be mid-December. This could be talking about timing as well. So, you know, around the 20th of December, which is when I'm recording this, on the 19th of December. So we could be talking about now. As I was saying, like, my readings aren't timed, but when timing comes up, I'm going to mention it. So I am feeling like something could be happening right now that you're paying close attention to because you're at the end of this thought pattern and you want to get free. Like, you've been through this before, you know, and this is the last time. This may be the last time. So that's a song by the Staple Singers that Rolling Stones recorded. But the Staple Singers version is spine tingling, as is this card. You know, it's like you see the Rider-Waite Smith deck, and all the swords are in the spine of the figure on the card, and they're doing this mudra, which is also reflected in the Rider-Waite Smith deck in the Hierophant, which means what you see is not all there is. So it's the dawning of a new realization with this Ace of Swords. And you may have been trapped in the illusion before, and you don't want to repeat that cycle again. You're trying to look at things from a different perspective and alchemize your feelings, your thoughts, your passions. This is a lot about blending elements as well. We're actually like using the pieces that you need from each element, and this one is blending the ones that you already have. It's similar to the cauldron in the I Ching. The balance of not letting the fire overboil the cup of feeling, nor the water from the cauldron spilling out to extinguish the fire. And then, you know, you have this hangman, which is, you know, perspective, but it's also about some sacrifice. You know, it's like, what are you willing to give up to gain new perspective and just drive forward with your goals? Because you have goals. You have things that you want. You're getting in touch with your wants and your needs. And it looks like there is somebody here who can see what they are, and can fulfill your needs without you know, arguing about it and like causing you more grief and more struggle and more, you know, leave you holding the bag for the entire weight of the relationship. This could show some frustration, maybe, but, you know, I think there's patience in both of these cards, and also the Temperance is generally depicts an angel as well, so that's like divine intervention coming in. With all these major arcana, I do see the divine, like, either, you know, kind of like stopping you so that you can reflect and, you know, alchemize your resources to get in touch with the power that you have and know that you have the vehicle going forward to make it happen. In a mundane kind of way, you do have all the tools at hand that you need. You may actually have a vehicle or means of transportation. There might be a trip coming up that you're taking that is going to coalesce and bring together the elements that you need. This is very angelic. But let's get to the categories. With the Cancer reading, I also felt like there was sort of like a consistent energy throughout all of these things, and that might be the case as we get into this, because I've talked a lot about these cards because there's a lot going on. It's a lot, you know. There's all this powerful, intuitive, receptive energy from all of this divine energy, and then there's like this very clear-cut beginning and ending of cycles, and, you know, setting boundaries, lines in the sand, knowing who you are, like being able to articulate it clearly. So for colleagues, network, and acquaintances, we have, ooh, White Buffalo. Cool. Yeah, so this might be somebody new who's really like bringing a message from the divine. You know, this is like a one every 7 generation appearance of this divine creature that heralds rebirth and messages from spirit. The white buffalo is sacred in Native American culture. The buffalo itself is sacred, but the white buffalo is a portent of extreme good fortune and revolutionary change. You know, I wouldn't be surprised if we get the world card. A lot of other signs have gotten the world card, so if you have other placements, I would definitely check that because to kind of see where that world energy is coming in for you. Excuse me. In battle, yeah, so you might have to defend this position, you know. There might be somebody who you're meeting who you find has got like the metal to stand with you, defending this, like, you know, there might be environments where people are just like pushing the edges, you know, and they keep trying to keep you trapped. Cult-like energy, and you've got somebody who's like, you know, we're not doing, you know, like what's the biggest cult in the world other than colonialism, you know? And the white buffalo has appeared in America in recent years, and so much has changed since then. Like, people are really waking up to the oppression that's happening, especially to indigenous people, and throwing other people under the bus, you know, to maintain the system, like the working people, you know, like using their labor to, and their feelings and their peace of mind and their, you know, their families and their articulation, health insurance, and all of these things that make us human beings, and setting people against one another. And like, be aware of like what battles you're getting conscripted into, and who actually has your back, and who actually cares about justice. This is really cool for an Aquarius reading. I like seeing this energy come out for you, because you are really about like evolving societies. God, I love you, Aquarians. You're idealistic but rational at the same time. It's amazing. For your friends, you know, and I think this person could be a good friend, or, you know, if you continue to cross paths, You know, this is somebody who's not gonna fight for, you know, dying on a hill. This is like a person with morals. Just be wary of, you know, choose your battles, as they say. So for your friends, oh, white owl, awesome. Yeah. So this is look at these, you know, the white color, this purity, this realization. You see the color white on the robes of a lot of characters in Rider-Waite-Smith to indicate like a purity of spirit and like connection with the angelic, the divine, the pure essence of being. And this card reminds me also of Kim Cran's Animal Spirit Guidebook as well, with Athena, who is also affiliated with the owl, and speaking the truth and, like, you know, right battles, the like right side of history. So I think that you have a lot of people that you can depend on because you know how you feel. Like deep in your heart, you're coming from a heart space and like a sovereign heart space, like with so much power and so many resources and so much drive and the ability to see things from all angles, you know. My dad's an Aquarius, and he and I were talking about media today and like the way that people absorb media and articulate to media and how they figure out how they personally feel about media. And this is a big reason why I'm doing this channel at all, is because like this is people's art. Tarot, oracles, articulating to images and finding your own meaning from them is a huge... your stories are your right. It's a human right to tell your story and to hear your story. And not everybody has access to it because it's siloed. It's a gated community. There are algorithms that prevent people from seeing media outside of, you know, like whatever their phone is listening to or whatever. But even like before, you know, the internet was like really propagated the is that the word? Propagated the world. You know, I was a kid when like the internet became available as a consumer thing. And even before that, you know, there was just so many advertising images and like, you know, the fine arts, publishing, the news, you know, just all of these things. Like there are just like a lot of gates you had to go through to get through them. And I mean, people don't even cite sources anymore. Like, how can you tell what is the truth or not? First of all, you know it in your heart. Your angels are here to allow you to mix the both sides that you see. You do have to sacrifice probably your pride to see the truth. You have to use your power in ways that are just. And you have to rely on people you trust to see you, to let yourself be seen, to see them. I mean, this might not be like one particular person that you're with forever and all of time that understands every single in and out and aspect of yourself. This could be about you looking at each individual person as an individual. You know, there's this Leo Tolstoy story that he wrote towards the end of his life. He called himself a Christian anarchist, and he may have coined that term. He was into Gnostic Christianity, and he wrote a number of fables to be able to articulate to everyday people, because he believed that everyday people, and not just the aristocracy of the end of the Tsarist era of Russia, the Russian Empire, deserved to be part of stories. And he wrote this story that I encountered as an illustrated children's book, which I love children's books, and I love illustration. But that's how I encountered it, and I read it later in its original form, and it's the 4 questions, I think, is the name of the story, and one of the questions is, who is the most important person? And the answer to that question is the person that you are with. So I'm feeling already that, like, what we're looking at is not like who you fight against, but who you fight with when that is needed. Like, where do you put your power? And do you do it just because somebody told you to or talked you into it? Or do you do it because it's deep in your heart and it's coming straight from your guides and straight from the truth? And because it's just. Some kind of blast-ass clarity is coming through with this Ace of Swords, for sure. Yeah, and your friends will help you gain freedom. They're you know, find people who are going to check you before you wreck you, right? Like, check yourself. But, like, your friends, stay with people who are telling the truth and telling the omen and telling the oracle. Not that they should be harsh with you or control you. Definitely with this freedom card, like, anybody who tries to control you or manipulate you or gaslight you, like, you've had enough of that. You've broken free before, and you've carried that weight too long. Like, stay with people who make your heart ring and who accept all of your feelings. And the feelings of others, you know, other points of view. Like, it has to expand to everyone. That this, like, openness and this understanding, at least of the fact that people have hearts that can be broken. So for family, there's ghosts, you know, and, like, I read this quote from a therapist that I follow, Patrick Teahan. He's tremendous. He was saying most of the energy of childhood abuse survivors is spent the energy is spent trying not to be like their abusive parents, you know. And, you know, everybody's got their problems, you know. Trauma can come not just from the family, but also from just like experiences that you weren't ready for, that you haven't dealt with all the way. So if we're talking about inner child healing here, you know, it's like something that maybe just somebody just couldn't help you with, or wasn't aware that they couldn't help you. It could be, you know, some actual serious abuse, but, like, whatever trauma is unresolved, like, you gotta just, like, keep working on it, because, like, you are in charge of you, and you're so powerful. There's so much healing energy here. Your angels are on your side. You can see things from a different perspective. You've got this wonderful queen energy, so powerful, with, like, holding the emotions and honoring all of them. If you have grief that you're going through, the Griever's Bill of Rights is something that a friend sent to me at one point, which was really helpful for me. You have a right to grieve on your own time. But, like, you're not going to get caught up in it anymore. Like, you're going to be able to escape and, like, see it for what it is. You don't have to carry this forever, you know, because, and the end is in sight with the Ten of Wands. You know, the dawn is in sight with the Ten of Swords. With this Ace of Pentacles in reverse, you might not be seeing it at this moment, at least not in your active principle. But, like, and maybe somebody with a lot of activation does see it, you know. There's, like, a lot of active energy here in the yin side as well. So, like, but there's a lot of interior space things and a lot of, like, magnificent holy healing, you know. So I really feel like you're being taken care of, and your compassion is going to really help you see people who can see you, and allow you to move on and flip this upside down. And you've done it before. You've done it before. So do it again. And then, oh yeah, see the spring. Life renews. Forever and ever. Yeah. So fresh beginnings, you know. And you may find these revelations and these new opportunities in the springtime, literally. But for me, this is like fresh water, and like, so honor your emotions and allow the fresh water to flow through, because there's like just too much thinking and too much passion. Like, I think there needs to be some more cups. This is kind of implied cups. I've got these two like Cancer energies. This card in this deck itself is very watery. I like the idea of the Hangman being underwater. That's really exciting. Allow yourself to immerse in your feelings. And, okay, so now we get to it. This romantic and intimate partnerships. The Tiger. This is where I think we'll see an Ace of Wands come through once this sword energy is started again with the spring energy. You may have a fire sign coming through. It's very Leo to me. You know, with this end of this Ten of Wands energy, I would like to see some more fire come in. I don't, you know, there is this Aries card. I just like to see some more fire under your buns. Balance, I think, mirrors this Hanged Man and Temperance energy very, very well. And mimicry. So, yeah, I mean, this is a real, like, mirror kind of thing. Since it's sideways, I would just watch out for somebody who has an overpowering kind of personality, who's some kind of, like, grandiose narcissism could be a warning to you. Just to put that out there, just, you know, watch out for that. If people are just sending back to you what you want to hear, that's not balance. That's not somebody who is right for you. You know, and just be straightforward about it. Be like, hey, you know, like, please don't tell me what I want to hear. I want to, this is what I need. Because they might just be trying too hard just to, you know, kind of, because they like you. So that's okay. But just, you know, just be straightforward and be like, hey, listen, you know, I really want to see your personality. I can see your strength in there. Like, I want to see who you are. And allow them to bring something unique, because every tiger has unique stripes, you know. This may also be somebody who's used to, like, blending in to, you know, meet their own needs. But has, like, this tremendous energy here. So let's get a clarification card on this section, please. And then, I mean, this reading's been really intense. Aquarius, this is awesome. It's really amazing. But I'd like to get one more. There we go. Yeah, so Knight of Swords. So, yeah, the clear, concise, direct communication is going to be really important for that one. I've gone over 30 minutes, and I like to keep these, like, 25 or under. So let's get one last card to bless this reading, and I would love to hear y'all's feedback about how this is shaking out for you. There's, like, so much going on here. It's, like, so intense. It's so worldly. It's so big. There's so much majors, ends of cycle, like, you know, real connections, like, with humanity and with individuals, and a lot of, like, interior healing. It's really cool, like, new cycles, you know, either, like, starting right away or, like, on the horizon. You're seeing the dawn, you know, you're seeing the end of the road. It's awesome. And, you know, this Justice card is really powerful. So I'd love to hear you comment about anything that's going on with you. I want to know. Inquiring minds want to know. But also, if you could hit the like button if you haven't already done that, like, that's really, really awesome and supportive for me. So thank you so much. Thank you for all interactions with this and just being here and listening to it. I'm stoked about it. Okay. Aquarius, you beautiful creatures. Let's get one more card to bless this reading, bless this space, and then I'll let you go on to your beautiful lives where you're kicking ass and just making these amazing connections. Your freedom cry. I love it. I love it, you warriors. You beautiful peace warriors. One more for Aquarius, please. Yeah, Knight of Pentacles. So we've got two knights here. There's motion, there's energy, there's movement, there's things happening. And like, even if the knight doesn't see yet what this ace is, they know in their heart to go for it. So trust yourself. There's so much guidance around you, Aquarius, and I believe in you. Maybe you'll even save the world. But who's the most important one? The one you're with. All right. Thank you so much, Aquarius. I love you so much. Thank you for being here. Because you're here, I can be here. And this is a wonderful part of my day. And once I get on the table, it's just so energizing. So thank you. Thank you so much for your presence. This is an electricity ship. This is power to the people. And I wish you peace, my loves. Mwah.